Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, who am I really? Why do I believe the things we do? Have you also noticed that every choices we make and every values we hold, it always traces back to a single question. Who am I? We're always trying to figure out what's right or wrong. But how can we if we don't even know who we are? Hello guys, this is Christine, your AP Psych student, and today's video is going to be a little bit different than our usual. It's a bit more personal, a bit more reflective. I want to share a few thoughts about ethics means to me, especially as someone who's learning how to understand people and help them in the future. And with that, let's start off with a quote saying, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Thought-provoking, right? This quote is actually by Aristotle and recently became my favorite quote. And if you wonder what made me like this quote, simply because this quote made me realize my journey in psychology and how important it is to know ourselves before we give help to others, especially that we are in a field of understanding individuals. Studying psychology isn't just about learning how people think. There's more about it. It's about understanding emotions, trauma, behavior, even silence. When people come to us, they're often at their most vulnerable. That's why I believe understanding ethics is important if you're planning on taking psychology. This field is not just about following rules. It's about being someone others can trust, someone who respects boundaries, and someone who listens without judging. In this field, we carry people's stories, and with that comes from responsibility to protect them. For me, values like compassion, honesty, and respect are the heart of everything. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know I'm all about self-growth. So here's how I plan to carry myself in this field. First, I want to lead with compassion, always. I want to stay grounded in honesty, even when the truth is uncomfortable. I want to respect people's boundaries, stories, and experiences, no matter how differently they are from mine. And most of all, I want to stay aware of who I am in every situation. Speaking of situation, let me share a quick story. There was this one time, a friend of mine opened up to me about something very personal. Then she tells me that she trusts me on not telling it to others. I assured her that it would be our secret and I appreciate her for trusting me with her personal matter. The day after that, our other friends became curious and asked me about it. Of course, I didn't share it with anyone, even when they get upset about it, I remained silent. Practicing confidentiality in that moment wasn't just about following a rule. It was about honoring someone's trust. That experience made me realize how significant it is to be a safe person for others. We all know that trust, once broken, can be hard to rebuild. That's why I want to always act with care, whether as a friend, a student, or a future professional. Earlier in this video, I said that my recent favorite quote was knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom by Aristotle. Now, if I had to pick one philosopher whose ideas I genuinely admire, it would be definitely Aristotle. This because he believed that we grow through our action and habits and that being a good person is something we work on every day. And I really admire that. I also think the same way he does. In psychology, we often talk about growth, change, and behavior. But Aristotle reminds me that ethical living starts with knowing who we are. Because when we learn more about ourselves, we become more ready to help someone else. And at the end of the day, that's what I'm here for. So yeah, thanks for watching, and if you feel the same way, feel free to comment below. Let's talk about what values you hold close, whether you are into psychology or not. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and click the notification buttons for more updates. See you in the next one!